you all are well. I'm so excited for today's garden project. We are going to be piecing together a bee/beneficial bug hotel. The more I learned about gardening, the more I learned how beneficial certain insects are for pollinating and keeping away pests. So this is a project that's been on my list for quite some time, and I'm so thankful to be partnering with Cricut for today's video. We're going to be using our Cricut Maker 3 to add different additions and elements so that we can add a bit of whimsy and charming elements to really make it, of course, a useful garden addition, but also a dreamy and enchanting garden addition. So I'm excited to give you all of the details. And this morning I actually went on a little field trip. I was a beekeeper for the morning, and our bee hotel won't necessarily attract honeybees because they live in hives, and that's a whole other science and conversation, but I'm so fascinated with them. So our hotel will house solitary bees, hopefully, but I wanted to just learn more and gather information because the more I learn about different insects and bugs, I already love butterflies, so learning about bees has been super enjoyable and insightful, and they really are just incredible creatures. So it was really special to zip up the beekeeping suit, go out into the hive, and see all that goes into these really important creatures. So that was a wonderful way to start the day and give us a bit of inspiration for this project. It was such a special morning getting to spend time with thousands of bees, their beekeeper Stephanie, and Nico, who is an entomologist, which means she's a scientist who focuses specifically on the study of insects. So it was really helpful to get to ask them lots of questions, and it was so amazing to get to suit up and take such an intimate look at the bees and observe them doing their job. There are an estimated 20,000 species of bees in the world and approximately 3,500 native to North America. Of course, we appreciate honeybees and the delicious honey they create, but solitary bees are also crucial to the pollination success of several crops. And unlike honeybees, solitary bees live on their own and forage for themselves, so the availability of native plants and nesting sites is super helpful and key to the survival of these species.
You can see all the bees.
I'm just scared it landed on
Oh, it's on. There's one on your seat. Yay! Put your back to the sun. You can look down in the hole. So turn around, and then try where the sun is. Put your back to it. Lift the frame up so you can look down in the cell phone and see all the larvae. Okay. Yeah. You might be able to see an egg.
Yes.
So she measures the cell before she lays an egg, and if it's the bigger hole like we showed you, she knows to lay an unfertilized egg for a drone or a fertilized egg. If it's a smaller hole, she'll lay a fertilized egg for the worker to go.
You can feel them walking on your hand.
Here's a good pile right here on the corner.
Oh,
yep,
yeah.
there.
Oh.
Wow,
Oh.
they're
You
so
feel it walking on your hand?
amazing to look up at close.
Yes, you can feel them like buzzing.
Wow, that's
That's a lot of
amazing.
babies. Yeah, they're making nectar.
Here's some of the materials that we're going to be working with today. We have our Cricut Maker 3 over here, and then this is the base for our bee hotel, which it's super helpful to have different sized holes and different resources that the bugs will kind of be attracted to and kind of gravitate towards so that they can make a cozy little habitat for themselves. So I like how there's the variety in holes and different elements. So we have that. And then I also have, we'll be using our strong grip Cricut mat for the most part, and then these natural wood veneers and this chipboard. We'll also probably use vinyl because I think it'd be fun to add a little sign to our bee hotel and maybe put it at the top and say something like hotel or vacancy, something cute and witty like that. So I'll pull out the vinyl later if need be. Every time I say bee, I'm gonna be wanting to make a pun because that is just the theme of today's video. Also, if you're unfamiliar, Cricut is a cutting machine that equips you to cut and create beautiful crafts and custom pieces. It works with a software called Design Space that comes free with the machine. So this is where you can create your project and browse from hundreds of images and fonts, and once you've created your design, Design Space will send it to the machine to cut. If you're new to Cricut, it may seem like a complex machine since it's capable of so much, but they really do everything they can to set you up for success, and there's a lot of helpful different tutorials on their YouTube channel, and of course I always try to give you as many details as possible. And there are multiple different machines as well as the blades, mats, tools, and materials, so it's really fun to kind of expand the collection and experiment with all of the different tools. And like I said, I personally have the Cricut Maker 3, which I love because it's the most powerful, so I'm capable of such a wide variety of projects like cutting this wood veneer, and it's also more efficient with speeds up to 2 times faster than the previous generation. So I really do love the Cricut Maker 3 because throughout the years that I've had my Cricut, I have worked on such a wide variety of projects, from baby shower customizations and gifts and additions to our homes. So I love being able to have the flexibility of working on such a wide array of projects. For our first project, I'm going to work on making shingles to layer on the roof of our hotel. So I'm going to use this chipboard because I love the design of it. I think that'll just make it a lot more layered and interesting, visually interesting. So we'll make little scallop cutouts with the Cricut, and for this project I'm going to use the knife blade, which is one of the attachments, and I'm going to use my strong grip mat so that it's nice and secure, and I'm also going to add masking tape to the edge of the chipboard just to make sure everything stays in place because it is a thicker material. We'll cut out a small piece of vinyl and then cut out vacancy. I think that's what I've decided on. I think that's just super cute. So I'll find a good font that kind of looks more organic and earthy, and we'll cut that out and then maybe add on a little flower. We'll see how much space we have. I don't want it to be too busy, but I think maybe a little flower or sprout addition would be cute. And this leaf I just found in our backyard. It was on one of our plants, but it's more thick and durable and kind of a smooth texture on the top, so I think it'll work out really nicely. Coming together and looking so cute. For our final touches, I want to do cut out bumblebees and maybe even ladybugs with the natural wood veneer we have. I think it'd be cool to layer a little cutout of a bumblebee and then use the 2 different colors of wood to do the stripes. So probably do this one on the bottom and then maybe do little stripes with this darker piece of wood so it can kind of mimic the bumblebee, and then maybe we can do that also for a ladybug. We'll have to play around in the design space, but I think that'll be really cute. From my research, I found that when deciding on where to place your bug hotel, full morning sun is best, and it's also best to place them about 3 to 5 feet above ground and keep the entrance of the hotel free from vegetation so it's easily accessible. So I decided to install ours right on our raised flower bed. Thank you all so much for watching and working on this garden project with me. I really hope you enjoyed it, and let me know if you end up making and customizing a bee or insect hotel for your space as well. But thank you all again, and thank you to Cricut for sponsoring, and I cannot wait to see you next. Bye!